So it is a favor to humanity that I think I left medical school. My name's Lawrence Ypil. I'm a writing fellow at Yale-NUS. I'm a pretty transparent person, I think. I'm a huge fan of 80s music. It puts me at ease. The angst of the 90s lives on in me. Strongest memories include growing up in the Philippines in a subdivision called Paradise Village, which in many ways is like a transposition of American suburbia in Southeast Asia. But also like a lot of middle class obsessions like the piano or like doing well in school and being the best that one could be. And little Larry trying really hard. When I write, I imagine I'm on the piano playing. When it's going well, my body feels the same thing. My very first piece was the theme of Star Wars. I like playing like old 60s love songs. So it put me in touch with a very old sensibility almost, like a previous generation sense of what was beautiful. I think of poetry in relation to music. I love words. That's as simple as I can get to when people ask me why I write poetry. I love words. Poetry particularly emphasizes it, the materiality of it, the sound of it, the intensity of playing around with it. Those are the ways in which I love things. But it was in undergrad in Manila when I started meeting Filipino writers, and I got a sense of, literature wasn't just like written by dead people. And I did meet, practicing writers, and I was like, it is possible to be a writer. It takes a while for you to realize that creation is, that you don't just consume things from afar, that you come to almost a moment of epiphany of realizing you can make things. The position of the creator is, I think, super relevant. Philippines will always be home to me. I've been away from it for the past 5 years, so I write about it a lot. It's always on my mind a lot. For better or worse. So sometimes it feels like a ghost that you kind of are haunted by and you want to just let me go. You're here again, Philippines. You followed me. Yeah, I left med school, very close to finishing it. My last ward was the pediatrics ward. I was horrible at it. But I remember just really one scene. Probably a teenager. She had underwent so many operations and she was bedridden. She was reading a book, and I was assigned to her. I was reading her very thick chart. And I saw her reading a book and I was like, do I want to be the doctor in charge of this patient or do I want to be the author of the book that this girl is reading? I grew up in the 90s where everyone almost either read tarot cards or had their tarot cards read. So that was like undergrad life for me. So, much of it is tied to poetry and reading. Bring our candles, bring our into the fields to in a very dead poet, dead poet society kind of way. Just, you're young, you're scared of the future. And tarot was a thing then, so the idea of just getting signs from the world. I like to joke that I can't read the future, but I can read your past.